How we doing, everybody? We're putting some new rear shocks on the F150. On the left there, we got the old driver's side shock, and you could see it was pretty spanked. Not really, much spring left to it. See, it kind of takes like forever to come back up. And we got our new shock for the passenger side. I've already got the driver side done. Just give you a look underneath. Let's see, we got that one in there. I was working on the passenger side last night. Turns out the lower bolt on the passenger side is actually seized inside the metal sleeve in the end of the shock, so we'll be having to take the cut-off wheel and cutting it. But the new shocks, they're just these Monroe Gasmatics. They were $28 each from Advance. So I will give you guys an update when we get the old passenger side one out and get the new one on, get the new one in. It's actually fairly simple. There's only it's just two fasteners. We'll hold the shock in place. We got this lower bolt here, 18mm head on both the bolt and nut, and then we got one at the top, and that's just an 18mm nut. So I'll give you guys an update when we get the passenger side done. See you then. What's up, everybody? Well, after cutting that bolt on the bottom, we finally got the passenger side shock out. Actually, wasn't too bad to get out, but I think she's spanked as well. We're gonna take the car, go down to Ace, which is actually, fortunately, just not even like 2.5 miles away, and get us a new bolt. I don't have any metric grade 8 hardware. This bolt here is the correct length. It's 7/16, but you can see it's not a tight fit in the shock. So we're going to bring us the bolt, which is the correct length, and the shock, and like I said, get a grade 8 metric bolt and nut, as well as a couple of washers, and we're going to put the shock back in. So I'll check in with you guys once shock is back in. So see you then. How we doing, everybody? Well, we got both rear shocks done on the truck now. Wasn't too bad to do, except dealing with that frozen bolt on the passenger side. Ended up just going down to Ace and getting a bolt, nut and washer. It's an M12 1.75 pitch by 70 millimeters long, and I got the M12 washer and flange nut. And I actually got a new bolt nut and washer for the driver's side as well. It was less than $10 for all the hardware, so we're all set there now. And if you notice, we've changed location. I'm actually down at the beach house, and truck actually rides. Truck rides a whole lot better. Still got that, you know, rough mid-90s Ford pickup ride. However, it is a little smoother than it was before. And the parking brake cables, they're not as bad as I thought. Where they're rubbing on the shock, I'm just going to put a piece of hose on them to prevent any future chafing. However, the driver's side parking brake cable does need to be changed. You can see it's pretty bad. We'll be taking care of that pretty soon. Cable from Rock Auto, I think it's like 11 or 12 bucks. So the only thing is I gotta take the brakes apart again on the driver's side, which now that I've done it, not too bad to do. Next video that'll be coming up in a couple days is going to be how to winterize a 2-stroke outboard. We're going to be using that 1991 15-horse Evinrude. See you then, guys. Bye.